Hi guys and welcome back to Let's Play Encased. We are at Magellan Station, the warehouse and parking lot area, and two orange wingers asked us to help them with a theft, basically. What we need to do is turn off the feed from the cameras on floor -2. And I think we are at floor -2 right now. There is a video surveillance room on the first level, -1, with, what's her name? Resnor, constantly present. And there's also the issue involving the same orange wingers who are ditching work to hole up in the technical room. And oh yeah, Rasmussen asked us to put some pressure on them to get back to work. Not sure if you can successfully complete both quests. Right. Committing crimes, not really something Dr. Phantasm would do normally. It's probably the influence of Crum and document forger Katarzyna. Well, let's tell these guys that we're in.
Welcome back.
Offer still valid. Are you with us? Yeah, we thought it over and we will help you. Then go take care of the cameras. Don't take all day about it. Right, security room. To break in with this guy patrolling. Black uniformed soldier freezes on the platform by the door. Thomas Reinhold. So Thomas, what's behind the door? The security room.
Later.
Can Crum just hack this, or... Well, he's walking away, very good.
Hiya.
And Katarzyna doesn't have time to leave. Thomas Reinhold stops her, literally catching her by the arm. Please, not jail. It's dirty and filled with criminals. Can we make a deal? You should be put right away where you should be. But first I want to talk to your commanding officer.
What do you need?
I'm in charge of security here. You know the rules. You are responsible for the crimes of your companions. You are violating the General Dome Code, Article 21, break-in or attempted break-in. I know people like you create problems, so I will create problems for you. Everyone will learn of your exploits. Well, we are very sorry. I'll reflect this in the report as well.
I hope we won't see you again.
Trespassing. Agreed to pay the fine.
Scram!
Right, think I'll do a reload. And let's agree to do the job and try to find a way to get Thomas out of the area.
Wow, look what the wind blew in.
Let's check his route so he doesn't go downstairs. Right, ventilation is the solution. If there is another access point. Right.
Hey, can you come over here? It will literally only take a few minutes.
Loud banging on the door.
Anyone on duty in there? Hey, open up.
Dull thumps can be heard from behind the gate. The technician at the terminal pulls off his headphones and scans the area uneasily. Give me a break. I told you not to hammer on the door. It's a vehicle entrance. Instead of an answer, a heavy, angry blow and an incomprehensible shout come from behind the gate. Listen to the voice coming from the other side of the door. Observe what's happening. So listen to the voice. Listening at the gate, you begin to distinguish what's being said. Open up, open the goddamn door. Nothing else can be discerned, but it sounds like the man behind the gate is in a full-on panic. The officer, who's pacing a parapet above the loading dock, stops and listens intently. I recognize that voice. Open the gate, that's Kepler. He went out with the caravan this morning. Did you hear me? Open that damn door. The technician looks up at the Blackwing officer with extreme displeasure. I don't know about Kepler, but even if Joseph and the Holy Virgin herself were knocking, that door is automatic. What am I supposed to do? Break open the panel, knock out the fuse and pray that it will open? Also, what the hell, dude? It's the new committee. We have to submit explanatory documentation for everything. You can walk up the gate and open it yourself by accessing the emergency panel. Ask Crumb to open the gate. Let's use tech. You push the technician aside and kick the cover of the panel. Inside are several thick bundles of wires as well as a number of fuses. You rip out the topmost fuse and press the button next to it. Rumbling and scraping, the massive door begins to shift upward. strobe of flashing scarlet lights, you see two huge figures in Blackwing servo shells. One of the fighters is wounded, and the second is lugging him along with great effort. Code 21, tell the medics. Having dragged the wounded man to the garage, the fighter props him up by a wall and falls down exhausted nearby. Get a doctor now. The chest plate of his armor is covered with a thick layer of desert dust, but the surname Kepler stamped on one side is still readable. He tears off his helmet and hangs his sweaty head under the stream of cold air flowing out of the air conditioner. You shift your gaze to the wounded man. His crushed, lacerated armor is covered in blood and hydraulic fluid. There are no bullet holes, but judging from the abundance of blood, the soldier is at death's door. Any kind of unskilled interference may well kill him. Do what you can to help the injured man hang on until medical help arrives. First aid, medkit. Use your technical skills to open the injured man's armor without hurting him. That seems to be the best course of action. First, take a look at the injuries. You only need a quick glance to assess the damage to the armor. There's very little chance the servo shell can be repaired. It's not only crumpled, but also appears to have been shredded by shrapnel. The hydraulic circuits are broken and the clamps are all jammed, trapping the soldier inside. You manage to briefly restore the hydraulics. The suit gives out what sounds exactly like the last gasp as the locks spring open. Very good. Then the system dies, bleeding hydraulic oil everywhere. The wounded man breathes more freely now that his armor isn't squeezing him from all sides. He'll surely be able to hold out until the doctors arrive. You don't have to wait long. A few minutes later, a thin old man in white lab coat appears in the warehouse, accompanied by two gloomy looking oranges and a technician. The blue deals with the armor's locks easily. After evaluating the victim's status, the doctor injects a few cc's of painkiller and steps aside to let the oranges through. The silent attendants load Holiday onto a gurney and roll him away. The doctor and technician leave shortly thereafter. Only you and Kepler are left standing beside the ruined servo shell. Plus 15 reputation with Blackwing. Very good. Let's talk to Kepler. Right. Kepler stands by the lacerated armor, staring vacantly into space. When you greet him, he turns and nods dully. Is Holiday going to be okay? He asked absent-mindedly, addressing no one in particular. So what happened exactly? How did Holiday got his injuries? We run caravans throughout all the inhabited dome and its forbidden territories too. I've signed an agreement not to discuss certain things. Many things actually. We cannot get to the bottom of it. Conviction, Blackwing, or reputation with committee. need it. So what can you tell us about Holiday? He loves wacky jokes and pizza. Scored high in all his training metrics, but discipline is lax. Sometimes Charlie acts like a complete imbecile, but that doesn't matter. He's the best. I'd give my life for that dumbass.
Don't touch it.
Right. Damaged servo shell. Nothing we can do with that.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Come here.
First I need to get the entire team here, alright. Nastasia Davenport.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Come here. Oh, hello there.
Small, dark-haired woman carrying a huge wrench. Squints up at you from under the bright ceiling lamps. Nastasia Davenport, air conditioning technician. Can you lift me up? I need to get into the ventilation system. Give her a pack of Agilone. Or hoist her up. You give it the old college try, but you're not strong enough. There are drugs you can take for muscle growth, just saying, they might help. Alright, here you are. Mixed effect steroids. You're trying to kill me, right? She shakes a pill out into her palm and pops it into her mouth. She stands there for a while, listening to her senses. And then she grabs onto the latch of the ventilation grate and hoists herself up, disappearing into the shaft like a mouse into a hole. Thanks, drop by again sometime and we'll catch up.
Have a good one.
And we need to get access to this ourselves. So we can get in the surveillance room. Call the squad leader. Nastasia is sitting on her spread out jacket, eating noodles from a cup.
And I was starting to get bored.
Oh hi, this is because I said drop by earlier, isn't it? So what's going on in these ventilation shafts of Magellan? This place has its own atmosphere, you know. They're saying in the reactor section that someone is running around in the tunnels. And it's not me, there are always oranges hanging around. And they have all sorts of hiding places.
It was nice chatting.
Ventilation hatch, not sure where that leads. Well, let's focus on the mission. Get to the surveillance room. Not sure what other secret we discovered. Right, this ventilation hatch. Restricted areas. Sometimes there are places where you are not allowed to go. And trespassing there is considered a crime. We noticed. A character who has detected your presence will drive you out of the restricted area. After detecting you for the third time, the witness will call for security. Right, let's take care of the monitors. On the monochrome screens of the surveillance system, life is moving right along. The screens are lit up with images from every corner of the warehouse level. Examine the console. There are several buttons and switches on the console, but it doesn't take much to figure them out. The toggles for switching between cameras are in separate sections. Each switch is clearly labeled. Flip the switch labeled warehouse. The images on the screen change. The cameras now display the warehouse from several angles, showing the pottering workers and rows of shelves crammed with crates and boxes. Toggle the enable disable switch. The pictures on the screen flicker once and then disappear. You snuck into the security room and turned off the feed. Now it's time for Erwin and Theodore to make their move. But first, let's see what else we can get here. Nothing in particular. From the papers on the desks. Duct tape, always useful. Some food. Bazooka Girl comic book. Guns, bullets, perspectives. A thick paperback book. The state of the book's spine suggests it's been read many times. Pages are full of images of weapons and instructions on their safe use. This doesn't say temporarily. Can Crom actually do something? Right now he has 75. Read. Have you heard of dual wielding handguns? Akimbo style? Not really. At the end of the training you will be able to defend yourself with confidence or even attack the enemy. Guns, bullets, perspectives, by enthusiasts, for enthusiasts. But does it do anything? No. Dr. Phantasm can read, strip the book, apparently. So only the main character can make use of that. Perk gained. You have read the book and extracted useful knowledge from it. Well, I actually wanted Crumb to have that, but that's not possible apparently. Right. Work gloves. Does take all the loot. Even the empty beer bottles. What about the security terminal? The logo is composed of light blue lines with large letters above informing you that this is the security terminal. The device is locked and doesn't react to the select drone. Clipboard with instructions. Almost done with the complete search of the security room. And let's head back to Erwin Immelman and the other guy.
Attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage,
Welcome back.
Were you able to get into security? Are the cameras disabled? They are. I hope everything is crystal clear, no bullshit. Wait for us after the operation. We'll meet in the parking lot.
Come back again.
When they learned the camera feed was disabled, Aaron and his partner headed to the warehouse. To get your share, meet them in the floor 2 parking garage, which is right here. Apparently. Leary shifts his weight from foot to foot, looking around. A pair of tightly packed bags rest on the floor nearby, prudently placed in a shady corner. It seems the oranges have cleaned out the warehouse as planned. So give us our share, Leary.
Welcome back.
But apparently he is in a good mood. We're going to have a ball today. What about the loot? There was a lot of valuable shit. I'm no Harry, slaving for pennies. Let's discuss how we're going to cut it up and get the hell out. Assert that you are entitled to a larger share. Well, we don't want to start a fight, I guess. Suggest even shares for everyone. The oranges exchange a knowing glance, then nod to each other. And he hands us a bag. Take this, it's yours.
See ya.
And what did we get? Couldn't really follow the events popping up.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
So apparently isolator engineer gloves, a bottle of beer, a shotgun hull,
Our honest work will make the
warehouse level locker key,
world a better place.
small metal key with a white sticker, CCTV room locker. Well, we already broke into that locker. Canned beans and empty airgun powerlets. It's not the greatest of heists. And we also got a reputation increase with orange wing.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place.
Now, can we still pressure these guys into going back to work?
Attention, attention.
Hello again.
Please handle relics carefully. In case of
Later, we're talking here. Well, Leary, you probably should return to the warehouse and get back to your day job. Well, the administrator can get anyone she wants. Look, no offense, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not in a rush to get to my job. But if you just go to your regular day job, you can divert McPherson's attention away from the missing inventory. So it might actually be a good plan, Theodore. Yeah, that actually sounds reasonable. Okay, tell her I'll work today. Make her happy.
Scram.
Welcome back.
attention,
As soon as Leary leaves for work, Immelman finds a distraction corresponding with his intellect. He puts a cockroach in a coffee mug and now is watching it climb out. What do you want? So why are you shirking your responsibilities? Ah, Oya sent you. Well, it's probably best to go to work so as to not draw attention to yourself. Well, yeah, that's the right idea. Tell that Swedish bitch I'm working today. And make sure she doesn't forget it.
Scram.
She is right here.
Will you please talk with them?
We did. And we forced the lazy oranges to get back to work. You saved me. Thank you. Reputation with Crumb increased. He enjoys participating in our adventures. which consisted of pressuring two fellow orange wingers back into their day job, and of course helping with the heist. And I'm guessing that is it on this level. Let's sell some unwanted stuff.
Forgot something?
Yeah, I need to check out the gloves. Might be an actual improvement. For some of the guys. Work gloves. Hand to hand plus 10. Something for Crom maybe. Let's check that out. Melee weapons and contraptions. Hand to hand, fortitude and tech. Belted bands. Can be sold. I think we can also sell the isolator engineer gloves, contraptions and melee weapons. Both are contraptions, both increase contraptions and melee weapons, right?
Wow.
Sell
look
them
what the
too.
wind blew in.
And the pants. Alright. And let's head to another floor. We are still waiting for the message on the completion of the final test run of the emulator. So apparently we have more time to check out Magellan Station and administration and offices, I guess. Or we can check out the Mobius manipulator, how that works. Well, I need to think about that. For now I'll make a cut here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.